I'm Anthony Elmore, President and Founder of the proud Black Buddhist World Association. And today we bring you another exciting Black Buddhist lecture. My lecture today is called Mahayana Buddhism, the Birth of Racism. In the 2nd century AD, a white Kushan king from Afghanistan conquered the indigenous black people of India. King Kaniska created one of the world's first racist acts in that he separated Buddhism based on race, culture, and language. King Kaniska purposely changed the Buddha from black to white. We know this by his commissions that he did in the Gandhara images where he made the Buddha look like a Greek. And the way that they got together and extricated black people from the Buddhist religion, they did it via a method called Sanskrit. See, the first evidence of Sanskrit is called the Rudra Danam, which happened in the AD. See, the language of Sanskrit came from the black language of Pali, and it was a language that was used to discriminate against black people. See, Sanskrit is the language of the Brahmins. The Brahmins used Sanskrit to rewrite all history. They extricated all black history, culture, and language from Buddhism. In fact, they created a writing called the Vedas. The Vedas are false writings, whereas they changed the history, they changed the culture, they changed the language, and they rewrote all the history. In fact, the Brahmins created a new religion. This new religion they created was called Hinduism. You see, the word Hindu does not exist in ancient Indian literature. The Hindus were the Brahmins, and what they did was they rewrote history via the Vedas, and how they got rid of the Buddha and made the Buddha, changed the Buddha from black to white, is they incorporated the Buddha into what is called the Hindu pantheon. And they made the Buddha white, they rewrote all the history, they changed the dates, and they used racism. In fact, under King Kaniska, we find the first evidence of the caste system. The word caste comes from the word vana. Vana means color, and this is the first evidence of racism that happened in our world 1900 years ago. You see, King Kaniska and a Brahmin by the name of Ashwagosha created a new Buddhist religion called Mahayana Buddhism. Mahayana Buddhism is the time in history whereas all black culture, history, and language was extricated and Buddhism became separated by race. The world's first racism, white supremacy, and cultural appropriation of whites stealing and taking credit of black achievements happened in the 2nd century AD under the white Kushan king Kaniska, who converted to the Buddhist religion. Under King Kaniska, who converted to the Buddhist religion, King Kaniska mandated that the world's first act of white supremacy and racism happen in a new religion called Mahayana Buddhism. King Kaniska commissioned the Buddha to be transformed from black to white, whereas they created not only white images of the Buddha, these white people created a new white culture in Gandhara where they erased the black history, culture, and language and created a white Buddha. Under King Kaniska, he separated Buddhism via race, culture, and language. King Kaniska created Buddhism that is now known as Mahayana Buddhism that erased black Buddhist history, culture, and language. But when it comes to the Asians, when it comes to white people, They extricate all Black Buddhist history, culture, and language. And we, as the proud Black Buddhists, as a part of our Buddhist practice, where the whites took it out, the Buddhists, we Black Buddhists, put it back in. It was the Buddha of Buddhism that arrived in China 1,000 years after the death of Buddha. It arrived in Japan some 400 years later, about 1,400 years after the death of Buddha. Now, Asians and whites rewrote Black history, or rewrote Buddhist history, by extricating all Black Buddhist history. And the whites and the Asians practice this racism. I am Anthony Elmore, President and Founder of the Proud Black Buddhist World Association, bringing you another Black Buddhist history lesson. Thank you very much.